in 2012, he allegedly blew up rapper Kid Cudi's car after finding out he and Ventura were romantically interested.
Kid Cudi's car did get blown up.
It did. That did actually happen. He confirmed that after Diddy threatened him.
Yeah, it did blow up.
With the exact threat of, I'm going to make your car explode.
His car exploded.
His car, shortly after,
exploded.
Did explode.
What's good, y'all? This is another R&P Conversations coming with you with the hard facts, the truths, I don't even know where to go with that.
Well, here, quick disclaimer, because we got a lot of flack for
we don't know.
We don't know everything.
Well, we know what we know.
We know what this website, which is CBS News, is telling us. And anything besides what CBS News is telling us in this article here from CBS News here.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys can see that. CBS News is on there. But anything besides this article is our opinions and jokes.
Yes. Opinions and jokes.
Opinions and jokes. So anything besides this article.
Opinions and jokes.
Our opinions and jokes. All right? And no matter what the title says.
Opinions and jokes.
It's opinions and jokes besides what's in this article that I'm going to read verbatim.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, Rick, what are we talking about today, man?
We're talking about the civil suit against Sean Combs.
Sean Combs. Who's that?
Puff Daddy.
Say it again.
Puffy.
Who?
Oh, Diddy.
Oh, yeah, I know who that is. Cool. I don't know his other aliases, though. So, apparently, Rick, Diddy.
Civil suit. It's a civil suit.
He's
not going to jail.
He's not going to jail. Even if the title says
yes.
that. He's not going to jail.
So,
apparently, Cassie, a singer, she was a very popular singer in the early to late 2000s, has accused, she dated Diddy for a period of time. She has accused Diddy of a multitude of very nefarious things.
Yes. I think it was like the civil suit in case like the R word and trafficking of humans.
Oh.
Yeah, that was all included in the civil suit.
So similar to Dwight, he should go to jail.
He should.
He should.
But this is about money. And I believe later, earlier today for us, he did
yesterday
settle.
For y'all. Yeah, he settled.
He settled.
Yeah, he settled, gave her a large lump sum of money. But I'm going to read from CBS News to hear exactly what the situation is. So, singer Cassandra Ventura, who performs under the name Cassie, has reached a settlement just one day after bringing a federal lawsuit in New York against musician and entrepreneur Sean Diddy Combs, in which she accused him of R-word and physical abuse during their relationship. Her attorney confirmed in a statement, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably.
Amicably.
Amicably. There we go. Yep. On terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support," Ventura said in the statement. "We have decided to resolve this matter." Okay, wait. Combs said he said the same thing she said.
Yeah.
Combs said in his own statement, "I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love." However, in a second statement provided by CBS News Saturday, CBS News,
we didn't do this.
An attorney for Combs said, "Just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing."
Well,
opinion. Yes, it is. Opinion.
So I understand the idea of settling suits because you don't want to go through the legal battle and everything to clear your name, because it'd be a long, drawn-out process, and you'd be possibly
and maybe some stuff may
losing
leak
money
that you don't want to leak out as well.
Yes, but personally, from my personal ideas and opinions, if it's something of this level of accusation,
and you're settling in court,
I'm not settling.
Yeah, if I know I didn't do it,
brother. If I'm getting accused of what he's getting accused of, I am not settling.
Because settling means, yes, there's going to be a court case, but that means there's some proof of what?
Not necessarily.
I'm saying from, again, opinion. I'm saying from his perspective, why else would you be settling unless there's possibly something that could get you actually in prison?
Well, that that could be one of the other reasons.
That was an opinion.
Yeah, one of the reasons could be a long, drawn out legal battle. Like there's not enough evidence because this is such a he said, she said scenario. Mm-hmm. Maybe the team could feel like there's not enough evidence to clear him, but there's also not enough evidence to
convict him.
Not convict because it's civil.
Because it's civil,
but to have it prove that he did do this, he has to pay the full sum of the money, not whatever their deal is.
Which I heard was a lot.
Yeah, because like text messages could be read a certain way, interpreted certain way, so it could look like he's in the clear, but then if somebody else reads them, it looks like he did do it. No,
that's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
And then they were dating too, so that's tough to decide.
It's a lot of entanglement there, a lot of life coming together.
And they were together for a very long time.
A very long time.
But I'm going to continue. However, he said, no wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. He is happy they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Miss Ventura the best. Terms of the settlement were not disclosed.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this off string.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be happy I settled. I'd have been like, only reason I paid that bit.
Well, you're crazy.
Is because I didn't have the videotape to prove my innocence. But the minute I acquire such evidence.
But Rick, Diddy from New York. Why does he sound Southern?
Not from the South?
No, he's from New York.
Isn't it Southern Bad Boys for Life? Isn't that how that goes?
No,
we ain't going nowhere.
No, they from New York.
We can't be stopped now. We're Florida boys for life.
No. I think that would have been a word. I don't think it would have been as impactful if they was Florida boys. It was like chilling with the G. All that shit. You know how they go.
But no, I'm not settling. How much more of that?
Like, it's a lot. I don't have to.
Yeah, what's pertinent? Yeah, that's pretty much. Oh,
this is this. Okay, this right here. The suit leveled multiple allegations. This is crazy. Yeah. Leveled multiple allegations against Combs, including that he R-word Ventura in her home after she tried to leave him. That he often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on her, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding. And in 2012, he allegedly blew up rapper Kid Cudi's car after finding out he and Ventura were romantically interested.
Kid Cudi's car did get blown up.
It did. That did actually happen. He confirmed that after Diddy threatened him.
Yeah, it did blow up.
With the exact threat of, I'm going to make your car explode.
His car exploded.
His car, shortly after, did explode. Now, maybe Kid Cudi don't take care of his cars.
Maybe somebody put sugar in his gas tank.
Maybe a shorty that he was messing with. Kid Cudi was very popular. He still is, but he was very popular in 2012.
That Russian demolitionist he was messing with?
Yeah, we don't know. But Diddy did threaten him of that very specific
was he messing with Supergirl? She heat visioned his gas tank?
No.
Homelander?
That's funny. That's why you can't date a superhero. No. Or apparently a celebrity.
What was that movie?
What?
My Super Ex-Girlfriend?
Oh, yeah, that was rough. That was a rough movie. Dude was in the trenches that whole time. He was like trying to date another girl and she like yoinked her up at the dinner table. And
there was a lot of things. But he ended up getting a new girlfriend who also had super abilities.
All right. Well, he just don't. He like the nigga from Get Out. He just don't.
Well, no, the girl he was messing with also got abilities from the same thing that gave the original girl he was messing with abilities.
Yeah, he don't learn. We need a second one of him getting worked again.
Getting beat up.
So now this part we talked about Diddy, and we're gonna still talk about Diddy. This information, this is my opinion, by the way. This information, along with other rumored information about his antics in Hollywood, have led me to believe that this nigga killed Big. I found out who killed Pac, allegedly.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
This nigga killed Big.
I wouldn't not think he did.
Before I would say it as a joke.
Yeah.
But the more things come out about Diddy, allegedly doing, he seems more and more like a monster. He went from a weird nigga, in my opinion, he went from a weird guy. No, not even. He went from Diddy, the entrepreneur that I looked up to a weird guy with a lot of money, to potentially a fucking monster. And that leads me to believe And that's in 25 years of me living.
Yeah, I'll say this from my standpoint, he's always been weird.
Okay.
The Making the Band series it showed how kind of strange he could be. Made him walk to a grocery store
across the bridge for a cheesecake.
Yeah, he had people do like a singing off for a bed.
Yeah,
which is funny reality TV. But
as a person, you're like, that's some weird shit to make people do.
Yeah. But, that is what it is. Mm-hmm. My thing is everybody in the music industry has a Diddy story or tells you to stay away from Diddy.
Yep. 50 Cent.
50 Cent is very much behind the stay out of Diddy's home. He already brought up how Diddy came to him and said, he basically asked 50 if he could take him shopping. Like, you need some new clothes. I'll take you shopping.
He was like, I'm not about 50, to let Diddy take me
50
shopping.
was like, I'm not about to let a man buy my wardrobe.
And dress me.
And so he already was like, nah, he on some weird stuff. There's been talks of like what goes on in the Diddy mansion.
And his parties.
There was a video of Justin Bieber doing something to
Odell.
Odell Beckham.
And Diddy was, let's go.
Yeah, OBJ.
Dancing and shit. Yeah. Another story. I don't know. I can't remember who Funny Marco was talking to. Mm-hmm. Was it Funny Marco? It was one of them up and coming comedian niggas. I can't remember exactly who it was. I remember seeing it, and I should have remembered it from TikTok. He was talking to an older head in the game.
Oh, Young Jock?
Maybe not Young Jock specifically.
Oh, well, there was you didn't see the Young Jock one where he was saying how Diddy had seen the white girl who had the side of her head shaved, and he had basically asked. I
did see that, but that's
he basically asked Cassie to shave the side of her head, and he was very insistent on her doing it. And then Young Jock said the next time he seen her, she had the shaved side of her head.
No, the comedian dude asked,
or did he hanging Wale by his feet? From
I didn't
hanging Wale by his feet. This was again another story in Hollywood. Yeah, so
because Diddy did something to him. Wale, I'm sorry for all the jokes. Yeah, I didn't know Diddy did something.
Yeah, it was like he was hanging him by his feet over a banister because of Cassie. I guess maybe he was messing with her at some point.
Diddy was, or his security was
hanging him. Oh, it wasn't. I don't think Diddy was actually.
Because I know Diddy ain't that strong.
Not that strong. No, he's not.
Wale ain't like a tiny guy.
That's a rock. Sean Combs. He don't got that in his blood.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could be wrong. He does a lot of things, so we could be wrong.
He could be just taking Compound V.
He could afford it.
He could afford it.
If anybody can, Diddy can. What I will say was the comedian dude asked him, what's something, since I'm growing and stuff like that, what's something that you would suggest I do or some advice you could give me? And he said, stay away from Diddy's house.
Multiple people said that. It was Desi. You're thinking of
Desi. That's
Desi. Yeah, he was talking to Waka Flocka.
Yep.
It was Desi Banks. He was talking to Waka Flocka. Yeah. Who else?
That's my guy. I couldn't remember that.
It might have been T-Pain. It was somebody. It was
the older heads that's been in the game.
And they were all laughing, but they were serious.
And they were very serious. They said, stay away from Diddy's house. Yeah. You could tell it was a joke with truth.
Yeah. Well, it's like this. They'll always tell the joke, but they'll never tell a lie.
There you go. Let us know in the comments down below what y'all think of this entire situation.
Well, one, do you think that this could potentially turn into a non-civil case? Like if the state decides to look this over and try to pick up some evidence,
I think it should.
Do you think that this is going to turn into a possible legal case, like a full-on like judicial case, or do you think this kind of gets swept under the rug with everything else?
I'm 50-50 on what's actually going to happen. I think it should be a judicial case, but I'm 50-50 on what actually is going to happen. Mm-hmm. Also, I would like to add, too, I've seen some people, women specifically,
stick up for Diddy?
Not stick up for Diddy, because you can't do that. You're just wrong. You just being wrong, right? I just seen people say they're a little skeptical about what Casey was saying because, one, they were together for so long. Like, they were actually, it wasn't like it was just some shorty.
Yeah.
They were in a full-fledged relationship for a long time. And then two, why are you doing this today?
Okay.
Like, what made you do this today?
What was the breaking point?
I understand that in a sense, but the point I was going to make is I feel like we should. I get bitches be lying sometimes. Yes. That's very true.
100%.
But I feel like we got to stop with that because it's taken away from people being a victim. Because if she's actually a victim,
she should be treated.
Yeah, we're all not all, but a decent amount of people are saying, "Well, bitch, why'd you wait?"
People.
We talk about it a lot. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Good.
We talk about her a lot, but Miss B Nasty specifically was like, "Well, when something happened to me, I went the next day and said," and I was like, "Okay," but everybody's response to assault is different. So that's a very
that's very insensitive. Yeah, I'll say this.
Yeah, that's an insensitive take.
I'm very surprised that Miss B Nasty would have that take.
Yeah, I just seen her say that on Twitter, and then other people said shit.
This is what I'll say. Just the profession you're in, Miss B Nasty, would make people second guess you even coming forward about anything. So
I think that was before.
I know that. I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying now that the profession you're in, because of what you do on social media, people would not only doubt you, some people would even say that, what did you expect because you're putting such and such content out? That's being nasty, right? Yeah. But yeah, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But this is my point. My point is that public perception and the idea of what is like coming forward and really saying your truth and all that is very skewed on the situation. Whether she had did it the moment it had happened or years later after she's gotten the courage or it's been compounding, because many abusers, domestic abuse survivors would say is that it's not like the first time this had happened to them, they immediately sought help. Mm-hmm. It's like this happened. And then this happened, and then this happened. And
it was like, wow, I'm being
abused.
Yeah.
And that could have been just what this was. It would have been the compounding of it. Because I don't think Ms. B Nasty would say all those women who survived years of abuse and finally got the strength to come forward and get themselves out of that situation are strange for waiting that long.
Well, that's kind of what she was saying, though. She was saying, why did she wait so long to come out and say something?
I think she skewed it because we're looking at a public figure and a rich one at that. I think that's what makes people be like, why didn't she do it immediately? When at the end of the day, these are humans with personable relationships.
Right. And also at the same time, too, what could have prevented her from coming out, Diddy was her manager.
Yeah, there was a lot of things. Connecting, it's people's lives are intertwined.
They were in a relationship which they shouldn't have been if he was going to be her manager. Yeah. That's a whole different thing. But he was her manager, her producer. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he was in charge of majority of her stuff, on top of being her boyfriend or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So that could have also, like, if I say something, I might get justice, but might get justice at that because that's not even guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then I lose all my money because this nigga has all my money.
Yeah,
I don't know their situation. I'm just saying that could have been a reason why she didn't do it. But my thing with Miss B Nasty, anybody that agrees with her statement, I just feel like I get it. I do get that viewpoint because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I've thought that in previous situations, like when the Bill Cosby shit first came out, I was like, why did these bitches wait 50 years to say this? Then we found out that nigga actually did it, which was unfortunate.
Well, even past that, I feel like the timeline thought is so weird because people have a hard time coming forward about like tragic things or hard things that happen to them. Like kids do something bad, they won't tell you they did it that day, the next day. Like there's probably some things that you've done, like obviously kid stuff that you've never told your dad that you did.
Oh yeah,
and you've taken that to the and one day you could just be chopping up and be like, and just
that's
be
happened.
like,
we probably did that today.
So maybe she was explaining like everything that's happened with Diddy to someone, and she knows that this isn't normal, but to her it's become her new normal. Mm-hmm. And then someone was like, that's not how that should happen, right? And the more that she thought about it, talked to people about it, boom.
That's probably a fuck. Not to make a joke. Yeah. That's probably a fucked up realization. Like, this nigga was abusing me.
He was beating me.
That's fucked. That's a terrible. Like, we did have boxing matches. That's not normal.
I never won.
Actually, we didn't wear gloves either.
I was always TKO in the first round. I never understood it.
That's got to be a fucked up. Like, you didn't realize before. I hope that didn't happen. I hope she just would like just
bottle it up, yeah.
Because that's probably the worst thing. You like, damn, this nigga was fucking me up for like 20 years.
It's so strange, especially in the world we're in now, where it took R. Kelly how long for him to be behind bars? It's like things. It's odd, the wheels of justice do not turn.
Yeah, but no, that's what I was gonna say. Regarding Ms. B. Nat, I love you. I love your work. But that statement just kind of was like, I guess you could say, turned me off.
Yeah, no,
so to speak, because I was just like, well, I get what you're saying, but I don't think this is the time.
Not for this
to let that out. Now the Bill Cosby shit at the time, I'm saying,
yeah, I
was like, it's been 50 years, y'all. Like, what are y'all talking? Then we found out he did it.
Yeah,
he said, oh yeah, that's a crazy nigga, ain't it? He was like, oh yeah, definitely. That's what we used to do in the 70s. What, William? You can't do that.
Because like, they used to call me James Harden.
William, you can't do that. That's illegal.
I was like, Wilt
was with me.
He was like,
Wilt rise up. Hey.
I wasn't.
Hey, I'm already in hell. I don't want to be in hell. I don't want to be in a different section. I'm already in a pretty bad section. Damn.
It's like me, Carl.
Carl, somebody need to... Never mind. I'm sorry. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Again, like we said in the beginning of the video, besides what was read from specifically CBS News, all of this stuff has been jokes and opinions.
These are opinions that no one asked for.
That you guys didn't ask for, but you kind of did because you clicked on the video.
Yes.
We hope you guys enjoyed it to some extent. Let us know your opinions in the comments. We'll talk back. We're not too big to not talk back to you guys. And what else, Rick?
We love you guys.
We love you guys.
Check out our other content. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. R&P moves, R&P groove, ayy. Yeah, I've been in the R&P mood, ayy.